Hey, let's talk about Norway. There's a video that I found that we're going to react to today called 11 Reasons Why You Should Never Move to Norway. So I don't know why you should never move to Norway, but this dude is going to give us 11. That's right, 11 reasons. I don't know why I did 11 that way, but you know what? It's one of those days, right? I'm in a good mood. Little cold. I got a hat on, but we're good. So, anyways, the original channel is called Quentin. Make sure you go check that out. There will be a link to that in the description section down below, like usual. I tell you every time. But you know what? Maybe you're a new viewer. In which case, you should just go down, hit like, hit subscribe on this video, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content if this is the kind of stuff you enjoy, which I'm assuming it is because you're here watching it. So, we're going to find out why you should not move to Norway. Maybe it's because it's cold. I mean, look at that picture. Norway's cold, guys. I mean, that's a standard. It's yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna check it out.
Norway is probably the most beautiful country I have ever been to. But me personally, I don't think it's for everybody. So here are 10 reasons why you should probably never move to Norway.
Never.
What's good, y'all? We are back with another video, man, and today we're gonna get into 10 reasons why you should never, ever move to Norway. Now, that was a little dramatic, but yeah, man, we're gonna get into 10 reasons why it might not be the best decision for you to move here, because there's a lot of reasons why I feel like people from America especially, but maybe from other parts of the world too, probably shouldn't move here to Norway.
Well, do your research before you move to any country, right? So, in which case, you would actually make up your own decision, and you probably would already know the 11 pointers he's about to explain if you did your proper research. Now, if you're just going to go blindly move to another country, yeah, why would you do that, right? I mean, check it out first before you go, guys. It'd probably help things out a little bit. I would assume it would make things easier.
And if you didn't know, I'm actually from America, and I just moved here about 5 months ago.
I could tell.
Me and my beautiful wife had a beautiful daughter, and yeah, that's what brought me to this beautiful country. Today's actually the second day it snowed, and as you can see, it's been snowing a lot. Some of the Norwegians have been telling me that, oh my God, I got snow in my eye, that this isn't a lot of snow, but I mean, hey, it's enough for a Californian, right?
Now, I don't think that's a lot of snow. Northern Indiana is where I'm at, and we get lake effect snow from like Lake Michigan because a lot of the air moves like in a southeast or something like that, normally in the wintertime, and it comes across Canada. Well, moving across the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan in particular, it gets ice cold and it picks up a lot more humidity, and basically it just dumps all that snow on us right here. So that to me certainly is not a lot of snow. I've seen snow drifts that are probably 6 foot tall, 2 meters or something like that in the metric system. But yeah.
All right, y'all, so here's the first reason why you probably should move out here to Norway.
Standard.
So if you're from
Self-explanatory.
California, especially like me, but if you're from a place in the world where it's warmer outside, you are not gonna like Norway. I'm pretty sure that for like 6 or 7 months out of the whole year, it's cold. So if you're a person that does not like the cold and can't handle it, is not used to it, and doesn't have an open mind to adapt to it, then I probably would not move here to Norway.
I feel like we have the same thing. Probably 6 months. I don't know if it's quite 6 months, but we get some pretty brutal winters here, guys. I mean, last winter was actually the coldest winter on the Indiana record. And that actually sucked because if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I lived in a camper last winter. Long story, but I don't recommend it. They're not built for the cold, and you will freeze. I did. But hey, yeah, so and then in the summertime here in Indiana, we get like some boiling hot temperatures. So like we kind of get like I don't know if you want to say the best of both worlds or the worst of both worlds.
Because it's pretty cold.
Cold.
Number two, if you don't like having snowball fights, don't move here. People here love having snowball fights, and if you're in public, people will randomly throw snowballs at you, and you just have to kind of throw one back and kind of like start playing the game. No, I'm playing with you, man. I'm playing. All right, man. The second reason why you probably shouldn't move to Norway.
I believed him for a second. But then again, maybe they do that. I don't know. But ain't nothing wrong with a good snowball fight, right? Limited fast food options. Now, this video is definitely from an American's perspective. Limited fast food. Oh, we don't have that Americanized fast food in another country. Oh my goodness. I would have just assumed that they don't. I wouldn't have expected it at all.
The fast food options are limited. That could either be a good thing or that could be a bad thing. For me, coming from America, as you guys probably know, we have a lot of fast food, and
A
I'm
lot.
not the healthiest person in the world, but actually moving to Norway has helped me a lot with that. Because out here in Norway, all they have is McDonald's and Burger King. That's the only fast food main chains they have. They don't have Taco Bell, they don't have KFC, they don't have In-N-Out, they don't have Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, none of that, y'all. So if
Popeyes.
you're a person really dependent on fast food, Norway probably isn't the best place. But if you're trying to get your diet right and you're a person that can't like be around a lot of fast food, and that's kind of your way of being able to get off of it, then hey, Norway's a perfect place, man. You got McDonald's and Burger King, and there's not that many. There's not that many like in cities and stuff. Like in my city, there's only one Burger King.
So he's like talking like it's a food addiction or something. Like, I mean, I guess it is like that with some people. But he's like, yeah, if you're trying to get off the fast food, like he's talking about it like it's a drug, like if you're trying to get off of it, go over here. You're not going to be around it, and you don't have to be around people that's got it to be tempted. Jeez, I don't take it that far. I don't eat a lot of fast food, but when I do, I don't usually go to McDonald's anyways because that's the worst. It's just the most famous. They have poor quality control. Um, in grade school, they always say, like if you don't do good in life and this and that, the only job you're gonna be able to get is McDonald's. Everybody took it to heart, and all the retards went there. No offense, if you work at McDonald's, you're probably one of the few awesome employees, I'm sure, because and none of those people I'm talking about would be watching my channel. Only the proper ones, because you guys would be messing up orders out there at McDonald's. I'm telling you.
And only one McDonald's. If I was back home in America and I was in a city of this size, it's not that many people. I think it's like 30,000 people, but still, there would still be like 3 or 4 McDonald's in the city.
Yeah, Warsaw, Indiana has 15,000 people, so half the size of this. And it's got like 4 McDonald's just in that town. Plus, it's got like 3 or 4 Wendy's, some Burger Kings, a couple Taco Bells, like, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, KFC, Wendy's. I don't know if I said that or not. Arby's. It's got Penguin Point. I mean, I can't even. We'll be here all day talking about fast food restaurants. I'm just going to cut it there, guys.
All right, so the third reason why you probably shouldn't move to Norway.
Hard to make friends.
To be honest, it's kind of hard to make friends. So if you don't know a lot about Norwegian people or Norwegians in general out here, most people out here say, and I can agree on this, that they're introverts. So a lot of people out here just keep to themselves, man, and a lot of people kind of have the same friends that they grew up with and kind of stick with that same friend group for their whole life. So if you're trying to look for new friends, a lot of people out here aren't really open to it. And I don't want to say not open to it, but everyone's kind of just used to that same friend group that they've had their whole life. So if you're really like an extrovert and you like making a lot of new friends and you're kind of out there, Norway might be a hard place for you because a lot of people out here aren't really social to strangers, if that makes sense. It's obviously.
I'm not usually. I mean, I'm an introvert for sure. I don't leave my house. I stay here all the time. Um, I enjoy it. I enjoy being home. It's great. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't really need a lot of friends, really. I mean, I don't feel like I'm missing that out of my life or anything. Like I'm pretty content, just hanging out with my family and stuff, honestly. And you guys bring me a lot of joy. You don't even understand.
It's still possible to make friends, but it's probably harder than it would be like in America or somewhere like that where everyone just talks to everyone.
Yeah, sometimes too
Oh my
much.
God, I'm slipping around. All right, reason number 4 would probably have to be the darkness.
Yeah, you guys got that depending on where you are in the country, like 12 hours or 12, not 12, like 3 months or something, right? I don't know why I said 12 hours, where that come from. Like 3 months worth of like of dark, I believe, isn't it? Like, but it just depends on if you have to be far, high enough up north.
So in the wintertime here, you can expect the sun to go down around 3 p.m. and the sun to come back up the next morning at around 9 a.m. So I can't really do the quick math, but you only have a couple hours of daylight a day. And
Couple.
during winter right now, a lot of Norwegians get what they call seasonal depression.
Yeah, that's not a thing that Norway is. It's not exclusive to Norway, guy. We get seasonal depression here. I've definitely been struggling with that a lot. And it's not really necessarily like for me, because I don't go out anyway. So like, it's not because I'm cooped up in the house and I can't go anywhere in the winter because I don't really go a lot of places in the summer, right? For me, it's the cold. So I like the sunshine. Whether I go out to hang out with at people's houses or not, which I usually don't, I like to go outside and enjoy the sunlight. I like to go outside on the porch and drink my coffee, and kick the soccer ball around and football, I guess, for you guys, kick the ball around the yard with my son, like in the sunlight. That brings me joy. Can't do that so much in the winter. Like, yeah, we can go build a snowman, but we're going to freeze doing it. You know what I mean? And then we can come back in and be cold.
To where it's always dark and it's always cold, and it's kind of like you just get depressed.
That's how it is
And
here.
for me,
half
I
the year.
mean, the snow actually helped a lot because before it was snowing, it was kind of dark all the time, rainy, and it wasn't light, it was just dark. But now that it snowed, it's actually helped me a lot. And it kind of, it's like a breath of fresh air because it's like something new. And I think a lot of Norwegians can agree on that the snow kind of helps when it comes to that. But yeah, man, if you
Okay.
can't handle darkness for most of your day when it comes to wintertime out here, then Norway's probably not for you.
So it's been getting dark lately here about 5:30 p.m. Like 5, you'll notice like, okay, it's definitely getting dim outside for sure. And then by 5:30, it's damn near pitch black. I don't know for sure like the time in the morning when it gets daylight. I'm usually not up that early. My schedule's kind of weird lately. I've been staying up later and then sleeping in and stuff, but whatever. Um, but my point is like we get that here for half the year because like pretty much from like November, like it's gonna start being winter now. Like it was below freezing temperature last night, and I don't have my gas on yet. I got some space heaters and stuff. That's why I got the hat on. But anyways, it's gonna be cold for us until probably like I don't know, February, March is when it starts. Kind of. I guess it's not a half a year. It's a third of a year. That's probably ice cold, but it's still enough that we get proper representation of what the winter life's about for sure. When it's about a third of every year, that's I'll be 37. My birthday's coming up next week, and so 37, a third of that. That's like, I mean, over 10 years, 12 years, something like that, worth of winter. So yeah, I've had my fair share of the wintertime, and then the rest of the year, like in the dead, like dead ass middle of the summer. It'll be more like the California weather, like what he's used to with like scorching hot heat. Like we get both. I wish it would just kind of be like right in the middle. I don't like extreme hot. I don't like extreme cold, but hey, can't do much about it, right? It is what it is, guys.
But in the summer, the sun basically doesn't go down out here in most places. So it's kind of interesting. All
Weird.
right, so the fifth reason why you probably should move to Norway is
Learn it.
the language barrier.
Learn
So
that
believe it or
language.
not, most Norwegians actually speak really good English, and I'm actually super impressed for moving out here on how well they speak the language. Like this country probably speaks the best English out of any other country that I've heard of, to be honest.
Nope. The Netherlands, guy. Sorry, but you must not have heard of the Netherlands. They speak the best English out of any non-English speaking country. Most fluent, for sure. So maybe you should go check out the Netherlands. Actually, he'd probably like it. I like it. I mean, I've never been there, but I want to go.
But still, there is a language barrier, and people in public obviously kind of expect you to speak their language. So say you go to a store or you go anywhere, they're going to speak to you in Norwegian. I mean, it's obvious, you're in Norway. If you're not willing to adapt to that or not willing to learn the language, it's going to be tough for you because you're gonna have to learn at least a little bit to live out here. Especially if you're going to get a job or work or do anything out here, you're going to need another language. I mean, every day you're going to have an encounter with a Norwegian. If you go to the grocery store, the clerk's going to speak to you in Norwegian. So it's going to be kind of annoying if you're not going to learn any of the language, and everyday life's just going to kind of be a little. But honestly, when it
So anybody that's trying to go to another country should probably try to speak their language anyways. The Dutch are, like I just said, they're the best English speaking people out of non-English speaking countries. And most of the time, when you get come across a Dutch person, they're gonna know how to speak English, like 90% chance. I'm still trying to learn how to speak Dutch because I still do want to live there one day. Uh, Maybe it's just a pipe dream. Maybe it'll never come true. I don't know. But if it does come true, it'll be like 5 years. I know I said that a couple years ago, guys. It's life. Life's a whole thing. I'm sure you're well aware of that. But yeah, just learn the language, guys. It just makes it easier for everybody. And why wouldn't you? If you're gonna go ahead and live in another country, immerse yourself in the culture. And part of that culture is the speaking of the native tongue.
When it comes to the language, I feel like that's any country you move to. So if you move to a country that doesn't speak your language, I
Yep.
mean, you're gonna have to adapt to it. So when you move to a new country, you know what you're getting yourself into, man. The sixth reason why you probably shouldn't move to Norway is the gas prices.
Now, why is the gas price so high in Norway? Because they found all the oil and like the country's rich. Like everybody that lives there's like millionaires because of this oil reserve and stuff that they came across. So why isn't it cheap for their people? I don't understand.
Y'all. So gas out here converted to US dollars is like $10 a gallon. Hey, a lot of people in America are
Jeez.
complaining about $5, $6, $7, but hey, you come to Norway, you're gonna pay 10. And that's why a lot of Norwegian people have electric cars. And most people out here are going electric. Like literally 1 out of I think every 3 cars is electric, which is crazy. And I think in a couple years, they're actually gonna go 100% electric and not even sell gas cars. I'm pretty sure. Hey, let me know down in the comments if that's a fact or not.
Okay.
Reason number 6 you
Let me know too, because I'm curious about that, guys. And while you're down there, hit like and hit subscribe.
probably shouldn't move to Norway is
And what's that reason? I keep getting distracted. My case fans, I just rebuilt my computer that I just got recently, and my case fans decided to stop spinning. And I just got to keep an eye on. I don't want it to overheat in the middle of the video. That would be terrible. The lights are still on it. They're over there like lighting up like a damn Christmas tree. But
It's
they're not
expensive.
spinning.
Norway is an expensive country, y'all. I'm pretty sure Norway is like the top 3 richest country in the world. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's up
And
there.
obviously the economy has to adjust for that. Like everything is simple as a grocery store visit. It's gonna run you some serious money. Like every time you go into a grocery store, to be honest, you're gonna spend some money. Even if you get some snacks, it don't matter what you get. It's gonna be expensive. Property,
Okay.
houses are expensive. Rent is expensive. Food is expensive. Gas is expensive. Cars are expensive. Everything is more expensive.
Sound like the story of my life, man. Everything's expensive and I can't afford it. But if you're Norwegian and you have all that oil money, though, it's probably not even expensive to you because in comparison, well, first of all, you're just used to it because you're just in that country, right? You're not coming from somewhere else that's different. You're just used to what it is. But you got that extra money if you're a rich Norwegian, so it's not really going to be expensive to them, I don't think, right? I don't know. Let me know. What do you guys think about that? Like, am I thinking about that wrong, or am I missing out and like missing a perspective? I should be like kind of checking out. I don't know. Let me know. I'm half asleep, so like if I'm not making sense, I'm sorry.
Here, nothing is cheaper. So if you're trying to live somewhere where it's cheap or affordable, Norway is not the place.
It's not
Even
your
Norwegian
place.
citizens who get paid for the economy here are still complaining about the prices because they're saying they still don't get paid enough for how expensive things are getting here.
Okay, so he just basically answered my question. So even with that boosted economy and that extra money and that oil money, that oil checks or whatever it is, there's people that still like, hey man, this is a bit much. So yeah, all right.
So if you do move to Norway, make sure you're bringing the guala. Reason number
Guala,
7
huh?
why you probably shouldn't move to Norway.
8.
If you just like staying inside, Norway is not the country for you. As you can tell, this country, like all of its beauty, is outside, y'all. You have to be outside. And a lot of people would probably say that this country is boring if they didn't go outside or if they didn't like going outside. But the thing about this country is,
Any country would be boring. Like anything, if you don't go outside, no matter what country you're in, and you stay inside your house, then I don't care what country you're in. You're living the same life. I'm inside of my walls right now. I mean, my bedroom, my bed's right back there, my computer desk. Now, if this desk was in the Netherlands or Norway, I'd be doing the same thing right now. I wouldn't even notice that I'm in a different country unless I was just completely thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I get out and I go to the grocery store and stuff like that, then sure, yeah, you get out there in the community, you're going to tell like, yeah, this is a different country. This is different than the culture I'm used to. But if you're just staying in your house and you work from home online like me, I do YouTube. So to see, I'm assuming, well, obviously he does. I'm watching his video. We're watching his video. So, you know, you do YouTube and you film and you work online. There's not really much of a difference when you're in your house, I don't think. So I don't understand that part. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. I don't know.
It's to really truly enjoy it and to get the full experience and the full beauty. You got to be out here, man. Like, Norway's the most beautiful country I've ever been in, and all the activities that are fun out here to me are outside. Hiking, skiing, snowboarding, just everything. If you want to go in the water, water rafting, lakes, fishing, ice fishing, just everything out
Nature.
here to do is in nature. And if you don't like being outside, then Norway is definitely not the place for you. All right, so the 8th reason why you probably should move to
It's the
Norway
9th.
is the culture/manner difference.
Okay.
So in America, if you're from America, it's normal when you're passing by someone like pretty closely to say excuse me, or to say like, oh, I'm sorry, like I'm getting by, or whatever.
Yep. Excuse me. Yeah, pardon me.
Out here, I noticed, to be honest, they kind of just like go by you. Like, they'll kind of brush you. They don't say sorry. It's kind of just, this is kind of how it's been for me, at least. I'm not sure if that's how every Norwegian is. I know Inshin means like, excuse me, I'm pretty sure, but I haven't really heard a lot of that.
So maybe it's Norway, or maybe they just don't like you. Maybe they're being cold towards you or something. I doubt that though. I mean, I've talked to some Norwegians and stuff like that here on the internet and everything, and you guys have always been great. So I've had packages sent from Norway, actually, chocolates and stuff. I don't remember. I was looking over here to see if I had any evidence of that. 'Cause I got some like candy wrappers and like stuff like that on my wall. You can't see, but I can. It's over there.
So don't take it the wrong way if someone kind of brushes you in a store or in the hallway or something like that when they're trying to get by you. They don't mean any harm by it. It's just kind of just how it is for them. And another thing when it comes to like culture shock or culture, in America, it's normal to see a stranger and be like, hey, hello, how you doing? And they'll be like, hello, I'm doing good, how are you? And blah, blah, blah.
How's
But
it
in
going?
Norway, that is not normal, y'all. So do not go up to a stranger and ask them how you're doing. People out here do not like talking to strangers, y'all. It's not like America. Everywhere's not like America. Don't take it the wrong way, but that's just how it is out here. But from what I've heard, the only time it actually is okay to talk to strangers is when you're hiking. Believe it or not, when you're going on a hike, that's when a lot of the Norwegians like to socialize with strangers. I know it sounds weird if you're not from Norway or you don't know anything about Norway, but that's how it is.
So if you're wanting to make friends in Norway, you better get them hiking boots on and hit the trails, guys, because that's where the people will be waiting, not waiting, but ready, willing to talk to your ass.
The 9th reason why you probably shouldn't move out here is
10. They don't have drive-through. That goes with the
they
fast
don't
food.
really have drive-thrus. And this point right here is probably just for my Americans, because we're used to having a drive-through for everything. Banks, pharmacy.
You know, I lived in Lima, Ohio for a while. We had a drive-through gas station over there, like a convenience store, and it wasn't just a drive-through like you just drive up to the window. Like, no, this was like you drive your vehicle inside of the building and you don't even get out of your car. Like, there's a giant garage door on both sides, and you just drive your car straight in, put it in park, and they're just all the racks are right there. You can see everything on display, and the people are like, "Hey, what do you want?" And they'll get it for you. I never in my life seen something like that, but if you're in Lima, Ohio, they got it, and it's you just drive your car through the building inside. You got a roof above you, and you're not in a garage. You're in a store. It is crazy.
Every food place has a drive-through.
Oh, yeah.
Out here, your butt is parking that car and getting out and going inside because they don't have drive-through for Starbucks, and most of their restaurants and places to get food, you have to go inside, and that's just how it is.
Huh. Yeah,
So basically what I'm saying is if you're lazy, don't move here. And the 10th and final reason why you probably shouldn't move to Norway is
11th. I don't know if I didn't even keep track. I just know his asterisks are there. Maybe it's 11. I don't know. Missing all
you're
your
gonna miss your
yeah.
family and you're gonna miss your friends. I
Yeah.
feel like that's just how it is if you move anywhere, but I had to put that in here because if you're from America, where I'm from, you're gonna be 5,000 miles away from your family and from your friends. So if you have a hard time being away from family or friends,
Long way.
Norway or anywhere away from America, it's probably not a good place to move to. But it's 2022 and FaceTime, message, Skype, whatever you have to do to be in contact with your friends and family has helped me a lot. I FaceTime my family every single day, and that's helped me get through it. Obviously, you're gonna miss your family no matter what, no matter where you move to, but being this far away from family,
It's different,
it's
huh?
hard. It's hard for everybody. But you just gotta get used to it. I mean, hey, you signed up for this. No one else moved you out here. You moved here, so you just have to adapt. You just have to adjust to your surroundings and just
That's right.
get used to it. And
Buck up.
thank God for technology now. So now you can FaceTime and do whatever you have to do to stay in contact with your loved ones. And that helps a lot. All right, but yeah, man, that's gonna do it for the 10 reasons why you shouldn't move to Norway. A lot of those reasons are just little petty reasons. It's not really because of Norway itself. It's kind of just because of maybe where you're from, or if it's just different here. And
Right.
me personally, I love this country so much. I've lived here for about 5 months now, and I couldn't love it anymore. I'm super happy with my decision, and this country is so beautiful. I love the people. I just love everything about it. But those 10 things might be a problem for some people. So I just had to put that out there, let you guys know.
All right.
And yeah, my hands are about to fall off, so I'm about to go home now. But I hope you enjoyed the video.
His hands are about to fall off, he says. All right, guys, that will wrap it up. You guys have a super fun, awesome day. Hit like, hit subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one.